Hello, I'm Scott with Wet Edge, and welcome back to our how-to video series on how to choose the pool finish that's right for you. Now, you may remember in our previous video, I talked a little bit about the importance of the decision in choosing your pool finish and not to just regard your pool finish as just another material. And then we briefly went into what distinguishes the pool finishes from each other. And as you learned, it's basically whatever the different types of aggregate that we're mixing with the white cement, because as you remember, all pool finishes are white cement based. And so now we're going to be looking at plaster. And what I'm holding right here is white cement and marble dust mixed together. And this is what you get. Now, it's important to note that plaster or marble dust has been called different things in different regions. In some areas it's known as marshite, some areas it's pool dust, pool sand, pool mix, but for the intents and purposes of this video, we're all going to call it plaster. And plaster, it's an oldie but a goodie. It's been around for a long time. It's smooth, it's affordable, and you can do all kinds of fun things with it, but it does present some challenges. If you remember in the intro video, I mentioned that all pool finishes are going to be underwater, obviously, and water is very harsh to pool finishes, particularly to the cement. What kind of gives a double jeopardy situation with plaster is that the marble sand itself is very soft as well. So you put those two ingredients together and it just becomes a challenge to maintain the beauty and the look and the appearance of the plaster finish. And I also mentioned that all pool finishes are going to require a certain level of care and maintenance, and you know that's an open-ended statement. And what does that mean? I define it as such, just your baseline simple maintenance is that you brush your pool once or twice a week. You check the pH and the alkalinity at least once a week, twice in the summer, that you get your calcium hardness and your cyanuric or your stabilizer. They mean the same thing. Checked every couple months, and you try to keep the chlorine around 1 to 2. And with the plaster finish, depending on which form you take, and we'll get into that later, that level of maintenance can be increased, just to maintain the overall appearance of the plaster finish. Now, we're going to get into a couple other things. I'm going to throw a lot of information at you, but I want you to be informed, so please just hang in there with me. All right, we're going to talk about a couple other ways that you can either change the look of plaster and also improve it, improve the overall strength and beauty of it. One of the ways is adding color quartz to it. Now, as you see over here, I have a couple different colors here. We have a blue, and this green right here is usually called a teal in the industry, and it comes in 2 different sizes. Traditionally it's S grade and T grade, S grade being the smaller, T grade being slightly larger. And what you can do is you can take this, throw a bag or 2 maybe, or more, depends on what percentage of this you want to throw in, and you get a product that looks like this. This is plaster. In this particular sample that you're looking at, it's just a couple bags of blue color quartz. Now, not to get off on a tangent, but I feel this is important. There are some in the industry who like to offer folks what they call a quartz pool, and what I mean by this is they're trying to sell this as a quartz pool, and my definition of a quartz pool is 100% quartz aggregate. Now, you may have been wondering what this back here, this right here is quartz in its natural state. These products right here is this, but coated with a ceramic coating or a pigment coating, and that is, once again, it's called color quartz. And so there are individuals out there saying that they'll sell you plaster and they're going to put a couple bags of color quartz in it and call it a quartz pool, and that's simply not the case. Again, by definition, for my definition at least, a quartz pool is nothing but 100% quartz aggregate mixed with white cement. Anything less is not a quartz pool. It's plaster with quartz thrown in it. So if someone tells you they're giving you a quartz pool, make sure you get them to commit to or admit that they're giving you 100% quartz. Not 20%, not 60%. It's got to be 100. So just please don't be fooled by that. And lastly, what you can do to your plaster is some people just don't like white. And before, back in the day, all we had was white plaster and some form of gray. Add a little black pigment to it, or actually marble. It comes in black as well, and you mix the black with the white, and it kind of gives you a gray hue. And that gray plaster actually gives you really pretty blue water. The challenge is that cement in and of itself models streaks and swirls, and when you add a pigment to that, that only highlights that. Now, some people may call that a faux finish, and some people actually like that. And if you do, then plaster is the surface for you. If you don't, if you're looking for something that's uniform in appearance, then you may not want to consider plaster. You have to make that call. But yes, nonetheless, you can add pigment to it. But if you do, just remember that's going to come with its own baggage as far as modeling, streaking, and swirling. Also, because these finishes are underwater, they have to deal with issues such as staining and scale. Scale being that, if you've ever seen your shower door, and I'm sure you have, and that white film buildup that you see, that's called scale. Same thing can happen on a pool finish. And cement, the more cement you have at the surface of your finish, the more of those issues you're going to see. So again, just know that, and if you're okay with those issues, and if you're okay with the possible higher maintenance, then again, plaster can be the finish for you. Now, there is some more good news on the front of when it comes with plaster. There are manufacturers out there that have tried to offer the market a product where they've improved the overall performance by strengthening the cement that's in the mix, and in some cases, improving the performance of the actual aggregate by substituting natural quartz in place of marble dust. Just a small percentage to make that a little bit stronger. These are what we call modified plaster products. Some names you may hear out there or may want to look into is SGM's Pearl Bright, or CLI's Pool Tight, or even Wet Edge. No surprise, has a product that is also in that market called Ultima. These are all modified plaster products. They'll perform better than regular plaster, but still keep it at an affordable price, and just be able to last longer than just your typical standard plaster. So again, I know I threw a lot of information at you, and I really do appreciate your time and patience and consideration. And I really do hope you found this very helpful and informative. I invite you to view all of our videos at our website, wet-edge.com. And if you have any other further questions or contacts, please contact us at our main office number, or you can email us out to our website. And once again, for all of us, I thank you for all of us at Wet Edge, your pool finish resource.